stop approaching loser women. Who am I talking about here? I'm talking about party girls. I'm talking about single mothers. I'm talking about 49ers. Okay? Talking about women who are overweight. I'm talking about women who are below your standards. Talking about all of those women that you guys are constantly out there settling for. Okay? Settling for because it's easier, or because you think it's easier. Many times it's not. Okay, many times it's not. I will tell you, as a professional pickup artist, I see this mistake very common, especially with newbies that I get on boot camps. They try to go for women who are like sixes, right? They try to like, oh, I'm just gonna warm up, man. I'm just gonna go talk to this girl who's like, yeah, she's okay looking. I'm not crazy about her, but I just want to get like my first warm up. I always stop. I'm like, no. If she's not an 8, 9, or 10, you're on the wrong boot camp, right? Because that's all we go for is 8, 9, 10. And I don't do that to be facetious or anything like that. I do that because I want to set a standard in my students' heads that this is the standard, right? 8, 9, or 10. Nothing below. Why? Because you don't need to settle for anything below, okay? I'm not just trying to pump you up, or give you a Reebok ad or anything like that. I'm telling you that you don't need to settle for anything less, especially as a man, because as we get older, we get better, okay? We grow in our resources, we grow in our maturity, we grow in our confidence. Things get better and better for us, right? That's something society will never tell you. As a man, you just get better and better. Where's those commercials telling men we get better and better? There are none. You have to go to a red pill content creator like myself to tell you that. Somebody has proof. Somebody's got a Lamborghini, right? I have to tell you, as you get older, you will get better. And you have to realize that the opposite sex, women, are, I hate to say it, are depreciating assets, right? I'm not trying to demean women. I'm just saying, that they're technically depreciating assets. Why? Because they're, society values them primarily on their youth and looks, their attractiveness, physical appearance, right? And that tends to decline as they get older. No fault to them, it's just biology. That is why they're supposed to get married young, while they're still young and healthy and fruitful. However, you as a man don't need to do that, right? You get better as you get older, and sadly, nobody tells us this, right? And that, and then we grow up thinking we're just like some, just beggar or something, just trying to get a little bit, just give me a little nut, give me something, can I just get something, and you're just like going throughout life as this beggar, and not feeling empowered as a man, which you should be, right? And then you go out there looking to date, and you settle for these like older women who are just going to treat you like a little boy, or you let these society shame you into not dating younger women, which is becoming a common theme these days because more and more guys are going for younger women. They're tired of hearing that yap from the older women. They're tired of hearing how great they are and how lucky you are to be with me. Yeah, guys just don't want to hear that, right? You don't want to hear that. But as an older man, and even as a younger man, you could go for a younger woman, right? You don't need to settle for women your own age, if not older. And you definitely do not need to settle for women who have screwed up their lives by having kids out of wedlock, by banging some Chad, because let's face it, 99% of these women who became single moms were off banging some Chad that got them pregnant and then got stuck with the kid. Right? I don't play me. I used to buy into that BS narrative before, like, oh, these poor single moms, even to this day, they're still constantly playing that Babe of the Woods routine, like, oh, poor me. I just wanted a nice guy, and this scumbag Chad inseminated me. No. As I always teach you guys on my 33 channel, if you look at these single moms, none of them are that bad looking, right? They're all pretty decent looking. Some are even pretty hot. And you can't sit there and tell me that they did not have their choice in men. And as a professional PUA, I know they had their choice in men. I know these girls, they were going out to the clubs, same clubs I was. They were ignoring the nice guys, the preppy guys, the nerdy guys, the software engineer. No, ignoring those guys. The guys under 6 feet tall, the guy who might have had a little Taco Bell belly going, ignoring all those dudes because they weren't hot enough, or weren't tall enough, or didn't have six-pack abs. Just completely ignoring those guys, and then going for the bad boy, the male model looking guy that could have any woman in the joint, right? They're going for that dude that they had no business going for. Letting that guy have sex with them on the first date, not having to put any effort in, like she makes all the other putzes in her life, take her out on like 3 or 4 dates before she'll even give the guy a kiss on the cheek. No, not Chad. Chad could get right in there, right? So I don't feel bad for these chicks because they do it to themselves and they get impregnated by this guy purposely. That's another thing. It's like when they sleep with these Chads, no condom, man, no protection. You know, take it off. But when they sleep with you, Beta Brad, no, you got a condom. Don't come in me. Oh, yeah, just you know, they're like constantly acting like you're toxic or radioactive. So I'm here to tell you that you do not need to settle for these type of women, nor should you, okay? Nor should you. You should not settle for women who make bad decisions in life, whether they choose to become a party girl or a single mom, and usually those are one and the same, or they're an older woman. I mean, I'm just talking about these women who are just basically low-hanging fruit, right? Low-hanging fruit. You think they're easier to pick up because they're low-hanging fruit, and many times they are, let's be honest, because those chicks are, you know, have just been such like they're their own worst enemy to the degree that they've really screwed up their own value, because now they have kids out of wedlock, they're used and abused, they've been ran through, and no, guys just don't want that. I mean, guys just don't want a girl who's been around the block. I mean, what can I tell you? And especially you as my student, I do not want you approaching these loser women, right? Because let's face it, they screwed up their lives. And these chicks who are choosing to like party on the weekends and spend their weekends doing that, these chicks don't change. How do I know? Because I remember back in the day, back in the 90s, when I was like really cutting my teeth on the pickup stuff, I met many of these girls that I tried to make my girlfriend, right? I wanted to build something with them. Dumb me, right? I didn't know any better in my 20s. There was none of this content back then. I thought that they could change. And they couldn't, man. And now I like fast forward, like we're all in our 50s now, and I peek back in on these girls that I remember in their early 20s and late teens going to the same clubs I was. These chicks, these former party girls, still single. Still single. On the dating apps, still single, right? Every single one of them, still single on dating apps. As hot as they were back in the day, still single. And I tell you guys, there's no bigger red flag than a former hot chick who's still single well into her 40s and 50s. Like, come on, you had so many men to choose from throughout your entire life. Why are you still single? It's because she's got problems, right? And you don't know until you drive that thing off the lot. It's got electrical problems, it's got mechanical problems, might need a new transmission, a new engine, the whole nine, right? But this is the point of this coaching video, is for you guys to stop dating these loser women and to raise the bar, right? And you might think, like, going for, and this goes back to a lesson I was talking about earlier in tonight's coaching videos. Some of these new students I get on boot camp might want to go for a 5 or 6 and just do a quick approach to warm up, and I always stop him and go, no, go for the 8, 9, or 10, because not only will you be setting a standard in your head, which you should be, you should set that standard in your head, you won't go below this, but also it's to save that guy, because I know from being out there as long as I have, the women who are going to be the meanest and the nastiest to you, that are going to talk crap to you, going to try to just cut you down in front of everybody, those are going to be generally the 4s, the 5s, and the 6s. It's not going to be the 8s, 9s, and 10s, because the women who are bona fide 8s, 9s, and 10s are actually pretty nice. You'll find that they're actually pretty sweet girls, because they're just naturally attractive and whatnot. There's something good about them. Like they feel a lot more empathy for you trying to come up and talk to them because they know that's hard. Whereas like a 4 or 5 or 6 will almost feel like you're kind of like almost trolling her, or you're like having to settle for her. And in the best case scenario, she'll feel like most 4s and 5s and 6s, where they're jealous. They're so jealous of the hotter women, like the 8s, 9s, and 10s, that they will punish you for that. Like the fact that you're even talking to her and you're trying to be nice, like she'll punish you for that. It just makes no sense. But the women who are the meanest, I will tell you, are going to be the 4s, 5s, and 6s, the overweight women. They're going to be the nastiest towards you. The women who are going to be the absolute sweetest and nicest towards you, the most courteous, the most delicate with you, are going to be the 8s, 9s, and 10s. And if she is a bona fide 10, chances are she's going to be pretty sweet to you, even if you screw up in the approach, even if you say dumb things. As long as you're just genuine about it and you're just like, you're able to laugh at yourself and you don't take yourself too seriously, she'll feel empathy for you, and she'll be like, oh, it's okay, it's all right. It's, even if she rejects you, she'll be like, oh, that's okay. Thank you for coming up. I really appreciate that. That was really, courageous of you. Thank you. Whereas like a 4, 5, or 6 will use it as a opportunity to eat you alive and just like, who do you think you are coming to me? Hi, short man. Hi, that belly of yours. I mean, she'll like, I've seen these women act like that. I'm like, dude, there's a reason why I feel like God didn't bless you with looks. You know what I mean? So, in any case, that's all I'm going to say for tonight, guys. Drop your comments below. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share. Please drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, do not forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube. And more importantly, guys, please make sure to subscribe, okay? Subscribe to AlphaMaleSecrets for more excellent, amazing content just like this, okay? Please subscribe. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this phenomenal content I'm teaching you, whether you want to call it the red pill, the gold pill, the platinum pill, the diamond pill, best way to support my work is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I'm hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is to protect my content from YouTube. In the event they try to shut me down one day, they won't be able to. And this is the absolute best way to support my work. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out. And yes, this is Vegas in the background, cruising down the strip over here, and thought it'd be a little bit more of a better view for you. So until next time.